Hey Yankees fans, welcome to Yankees Rumors and News, your go-to spot for the latest buzz and updates about our team. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a scoop. The New York Yankees are once again at a crossroads that could define their immediate future and set the tone for the next half-decade, particularly when it comes to their starting rotation, a perennial area of focus for the Bronx Bombers. With the offseason in full swing and options becoming increasingly limited, the Yankees face a critical choice between spending big on free agent arms or leveraging their considerable depth in position players and prospects to secure pitching via trade. One name quietly emerging as a fascinating option is Cincinnati Reds left-hander Nick Lodolo, a pitcher who may not dominate headlines but offers a combination of potential and practical roster fit that aligns perfectly with New York's urgent rotation needs, coming off arguably the best season of his professional career. Lodolo displayed a mix of stuff and control that is rare among power left-handers in the modern game. His strikeout rates are impressive, but what sets him apart is his unusually low walk rate, a feature that makes him a potentially frontline starter in a hitter-friendly environment like Yankee Stadium if his home run rate stabilizes. The advanced metrics paint an even clearer picture. Per inning performance and rate statistics place Lodolo comfortably among the better starting pitchers in the league, suggesting that a move to New York could be mutually beneficial. For the Reds, a trade could alleviate payroll pressures, address offensive needs, and provide long-term positional upgrades. For the Yankees, the prospect of acquiring a controllable, talented starter in exchange for surplus position players and a select few prospects is exactly the type of strategic gamble the organization has historically been willing to make, even if Lodolo's injury history injects an unavoidable degree of risk. The underlying idea is simple: the potential upside of Lodolo slotting neatly behind Max Fried or within a deeper October rotation may well justify the calculated uncertainty, offering New York a rotation that could challenge contenders across the American League with both reliability and upside. Beyond the trade scenario, the Yankees also face a monumental financial decision regarding Japanese pitching sensation Tatsuya Imai, whose burgeoning reputation and statistical promise have sparked considerable debate. The price tag attached to Imai hovers around $150 million, a figure that, while feasible for a franchise of New York's means, presents long-term payroll implications for an untested major league arm. Opting for Imai represents a commitment to a potential superstar who could anchor the rotation for years. But it is also a path that relies heavily on projection and scouting judgment, as he has yet to face consistent MLB-level competition. Conversely, the trade market offers immediate, proven options, including high-caliber pitchers such as Freddie Peralta, fresh off a dominant 2025 season, or Sandy Alcantara, who represents a buy-low opportunity on elite pitching despite a recent down year. These trade scenarios, however, demand that the Yankees part with premium young talent, a decision that would mark a significant shift in organizational philosophy, particularly after the team has historically guarded certain players, including names like Jason Dominguez, from being moved. The strategic fork here is stark: spend substantial financial resources on untested potential, or expend hard-to-replace prospects on proven production. Both paths carry risk, and the chosen route will likely define not only the upcoming rotation but the Yankees' competitive trajectory for seasons to come. Every move the front office makes in this window is magnified by history, expectation, and the inherent pressure of New York baseball, where missteps are amplified and success is celebrated on a scale unmatched across the sport. Meanwhile, the Yankees continue to pursue a more subtle, yet equally deliberate approach to roster management, exemplified by the minor league signing of catcher Ali Sanchez. While such a move will not dominate headlines, it underscores a consistent organizational philosophy, depth, and preparedness. Particularly at premium positions, catcher is notoriously demanding and injury-prone, and the Yankees have demonstrated a long-standing strategy of stockpiling experienced, low-risk options to protect the core of their roster. Sanchez's addition creates internal competition, strengthening the depth chart without threatening established roles, such as Austin Wells' anticipated ascension. The value here is both practical and strategic. Sanchez brings defensive reliability and organizational familiarity that can immediately contribute at the AAA level or step into a major league role on short notice, while his offensive numbers have been modest. The Yankees have historically valued catchers who can manage pitching staffs, frame games effectively, and provide steadying influence over the rotation, qualities that Sanchez embodies. For him, the signing represents an opportunity to remain visible within a system that prioritizes competence and readiness, providing a platform for career longevity even without guaranteed time under the lights. For the Yankees, it is another example of careful risk management, ensuring that the team can absorb potential injuries or performance variability at a critical position while preserving long-term flexibility elsewhere on the roster. Taken together, these developments reflect a franchise balancing ambition with pragmatism, weighing the immediate need to contend with the imperative to maintain financial and roster flexibility. Nick Lodolo represents a trade opportunity that could yield substantial rotational depth with calculated risk, while Tatsuya Emi embodies the high-cost, high-upside approach that has historically defined blockbuster acquisitions. Meanwhile, moves like the addition of Ali Sanchez illustrate the Yankees' ongoing commitment to depth, preparation, and the long-term sustainability of their roster. Every decision is amplified by the unique pressures of New York baseball, where expectations are as sky-high as the city skyline and every move is dissected by media, fans, and analysts alike. Whether the Yankees choose the calculated trade route, the bold free agent spending path, or a hybrid approach, the upcoming offseason promises to be one of the most consequential in recent memory, with implications for both the rotation and the organization's overarching competitive arc. The Yankees' ability to navigate this complex landscape, balancing potential, performance, cost, and depth, will not only determine the shape of their pitching staff for the next season, but also signal how the franchise intends to contend in a league increasingly defined by financial strategy, analytical insight, and positional versatility. In examining Lodolo more closely, one cannot ignore the nuanced fit he presents for the Yankees. His experience in a hitter-friendly park like Great American Ballpark, where home run rates and BABIP fluctuations often mask underlying performance, could translate positively in Yankee Stadium. Provided coaching adjustments and defensive support align, the combination of strikeout capability, walk suppression, and developmental trajectory suggests that the Yankees would be acquiring more than just a stopgap. Lodolo could serve as a linchpin in a rotation that seeks to balance raw talent, postseason readiness, and controllable contracts. For the Reds, moving Lodolo in exchange for offensive assets and payroll relief represents a logical alignment with their broader objectives, meaning that the trade is far from a one-sided gamble. It is a calculated realignment of organizational priorities. Financially, the Tatsuya Emi decision cannot be overstated. Committing approximately $150 million to a pitcher with minimal MLB experience is a statement of both confidence and risk tolerance. Such a move carries not only immediate salary implications, but also long-term consequences for roster construction, free agent flexibility, and luxury tax considerations. It is the type of decision that tests the very architecture of front office strategy, demanding precise forecasting, scouting validation, and a willingness to absorb potential growing pains when juxtaposed with trade options. The choice becomes even more stark. The Yankees must weigh immediate certainty against projected upside, determining whether their championship window benefits more from financial boldness or strategic prospect leverage. If you're enjoying the updates, drop a like and let us know in the comments your thoughts on this rumor. Hold on to your seats, baseball fans, because the rumor mill in Major League Baseball has just exploded. And if the whispers are to be believed, the New York Yankees are about to pull off a blockbuster move that could shake the entire league to its very core. Sources close to the organization, speaking under conditions of anonymity, are hinting that the Yankees have successfully secured an agreement with none other than Roki Sasaki, the Japanese phenom whose rise to stardom in Nippon professional baseball has been nothing short of meteoric. Imagine the magnitude of this move, a team that already carries the weight of a storied history, and a roster stacked with superstar talent, now potentially adding one of the most electric pitchers of his generation. The implications alone are enough to make every baseball analyst, commentator, and fan stop and rethink the landscape of the American League for years to come. Roki Sasaki, often described as a once-in-a-generation talent, has dominated headlines overseas for years, and his skill set has long been the subject of feverish speculation about when or if he would ever make the jump to Major League Baseball. Known for a fastball that can consistently hit triple digits with devastating precision, and a breaking ball that leaves batters flailing, Sasaki represents not just a new player, but an entirely new dimension of pitching prowess. Imagine a 20-year-old athlete with poise and command well beyond his years stepping onto the mound in Yankee Stadium, under the glaring lights and the roar of tens of thousands of fans who are hungry for excellence. The mere thought sends shivers down the spine of opposing hitters and ignites endless debate among baseball pundits. Could Sasaki be the missing piece that finally pushes the Yankees over the edge in pursuit of another championship? Rumors suggest that this deal is more than a simple signing. It is the culmination of months of negotiations, scouting trips, and strategic planning that reflects the Yankees' aggressive intent to reshape the league's balance of power. Executives are reportedly working tirelessly behind the scenes to finalize details, with sources claiming that the contract could be record-breaking not just in financial terms, but in terms of its structure and incentives. While official confirmation remains elusive, the hints coming from multiple insiders are painting a picture that's hard to ignore. This is the kind of move that redefines an off-season, the kind of acquisition that sends shockwaves through every front office, and causes fans of every other team to stay awake at night wondering how to respond. There's also an intriguing cultural and narrative angle to consider. Roki Sasaki is not just a player, he is a symbol of a new era of baseball globalization. Japanese players have long made the leap to the major leagues, but few have arrived with the aura, the hype, and the tangible upside that Sasaki possesses. The Yankees, ever the trendsetters when it comes to talent acquisition, seem poised to harness that energy, potentially creating not just a baseball powerhouse, but a global brand phenomenon. Merchandise sales, international media coverage, and the inevitable surge in fan engagement are all elements that the Yankees likely have factored into their grand strategy. This is not just about baseball on the field, it's about influence, market dominance, and positioning the team as the epicenter of the sport worldwide. Speculation is also rampant regarding how the Yankees will integrate Sasaki into their rotation. Will he immediately slot into the coveted ace position, or will the team carefully groom him to adapt to the nuances of major league hitters? Analysts are already projecting matchups that could define the season, imagining the kind of electric duels Sasaki could have with established sluggers from rival teams. Every start he makes will be a headline event, every pitch dissected and debated in real time by commentators and fans alike. And let's not forget the psychological edge. A pitcher of Sasaki's caliber can alter the entire dynamic of a game simply with presence and reputation, forcing managers to rethink strategies, lineup constructions, and even bullpen usage. The mere possibility of this signing could ripple through the league before a single pitch is ever thrown. Adding to the suspense is the Yankees' historical reputation for bold moves. This franchise has never shied away from making headlines, from landing legendary free agents to orchestrating trades that redefine team trajectories. The potential acquisition of Roki Sasaki fits perfectly into that narrative, blending audacity with strategic vision. If even a fraction of these rumors hold true, the Yankees would not merely be adding a talented player, they would be signaling a full-scale ambition to dominate, to innovate, and to command the baseball world in ways that only a handful of teams in history have attempted. This isn't just roster building, this is legacy crafting, the kind of move that sports historians will reference for decades when discussing the evolution of team strategy in the modern era. And let's talk about fan reaction, because we all know the Yankees fan base is as passionate and vocal as any in the world. Imagine the social media frenzy, the constant speculation threads, the memes, the highlight reels already being imagined in fans' minds even before any official announcement. Excitement is reportedly reaching fever pitch. The potential for Sasaki to wear the pinstripes, to step onto the mound in front of a home crowd that expects greatness, creates a narrative almost too perfect to resist. Every young player watching the game now has a new idol to emulate. Every seasoned fan a new storyline to follow. The energy around the franchise, even hypothetically, is electric, and the media ecosystem surrounding baseball thrives on precisely this type of suspense and intrigue. Finally, we have to consider the broader implications for Major League Baseball itself. A signing like this has the power to shift competitive dynamics, influence international scouting priorities, and even alter the flow of talent pipelines from Asia to North America. Other teams will undoubtedly feel the pressure to respond, whether through aggressive free agent signings, trades, or investment in player development. The Yankees, already a historic brand with global reach, could further solidify their position as the ultimate trendsetter, shaping not just the American League, but the entire trajectory of professional baseball for years to come. The question on everyone's mind is simple yet profound. If the rumors are true, has the league just witnessed the beginning of a new dynasty, anchored by a pitcher who seems destined for greatness before even stepping foot in a major league stadium? As the story continues to develop, and as insiders leak tantalizing hints, without ever providing full confirmation, fans, analysts, and rival executives alike are left in a state of suspense. Could the Yankees really be on the verge of signing one of the most electric pitchers in the world? Could Roki Sasaki, at such a young age, really carry the hopes and ambitions of an entire franchise across continents? And perhaps most importantly, what does this mean for the future of baseball itself? One thing is clear, whether it is hype or reality, the conversation around the Yankees and Sasaki has already changed the narrative of the sport, fueling endless speculation, heated debates, and a collective sense of anticipation that will not easily be extinguished if these rumors materialize into reality. We could very well be witnessing a moment that will be remembered as a turning point in baseball history, a move that defines an era, and a story that fans will recount for decades as the day the Yankees shook the foundations of the league and announced, without a word, that they were ready to dominate in ways previously unimaginable. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you stay up to date with every Yankees rumor and news. See you in the next video.